Dear Diary, here we are, year 2. I can hardly believe that year 1 has already come and gone. And while I continue to reflect on all of the important things learned in my first year, I look ahead with my head held high, knowing that this is going to be my year. Year 1, it was all about learning. But year 2, that's all about making life here even better. One of the big changes that I look to make this year is making more connections with the locals. It's something that I started towards the end of year 1, but that kind of feels synonymous with trying to find a date to prom the day before the big dance. Not this time though. In year 2, I plan to really put my best foot forward. This year, we're looking for love. My heart is open and my crops look pristine. So what more could a potential love interest possibly want? Diamonds? We also have quite a few diamonds. Anyway, year 1 was an incredible learning experience, and I look forward to what will come in year 2. For now, it's time to work on making this farm even more memorable and cozy, and also finding love. Speaking of love, cue the intro. Hello, my name's Kent. I just got back last night from overseas. My wife told me that a new farmer had moved in while I was gone. Well, I just wanted to introduce myself. I'll see you around. Wow, so is that a new villager? Holy cannoli. I wonder if that happens every year. Like every year a new person joins. That could be kind of cool. The price of raw materials at Robin's shop and Clint's shop has increased. Good old inflation. You gotta love it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to year 2. Let's take a look at our list here and see what we've got. Now, we missed this, but I think we'll get another chance. We upgraded our trash can. We upgraded our axe. It is time to take on a new year here on the farm and see what we can get into. As you can see, our farm is looking a little dilapidated, if you will. We got a lot of stuff pretty much everywhere. And so as we've often done with just about every new season, we got to clean things up a little bit. Now let's take a look at our animals and see if everyone is doing okay. All right. Everyone's looking good. Everyone's looking good. All right. Gotta love it. Oh, I totally forgot we had dinosaur eggs. I figured might as well just make more dinosaurs. Right? Seems like a good idea. All right. So I'm going to put this stuff away. It would appear we got a train passing through. There we go. Figure we let everybody out. So I thought that we had upgraded our thought we had upgraded this area already, but I guess we didn't. But I will say, having this new like milk machine, I don't know what you call it. It is pretty impressive. All right. So we did all that. Oh man, look at our crops here. Look at our little farm. It is adorable. You gotta love it. Wow, they got grass everywhere. Holy moly. All right, we'll come back and clean all this up, but I want to take advantage of a few shops first. One of the shops I want to take advantage of, I think I'll probably end up moving this area too, this workbench. I think I am going to move it maybe over here or something like that. But we did pick up, during the night market, we picked up some seeds that we could take advantage of for this new area. We got beets, we got, let's see, we got parsnips. We got potatoes, we got kale. I forgot we got carrots as well. All right, should be good. Now, some of these are going to go in the greenhouse, which I finally figured out how to use. So I guess we're gonna plant stuff in here that is a bit more off season, and then kind of go from there. Probably get rid of all this grass though. All right, looking good. Well, it would appear that I may have lost my horse. Oh, there we go. He's hiding. All right, we'll probably have to get rid of all of these. Let's see. I'm going to grab the wood, the stone, and the hardwood. I want to check with Robin's and see if we can upgrade our coop. Or maybe it's our barn. Honestly, I have no idea. But I know that we need to upgrade them. And actually, let me check up here as well. Oh, holy moly. Okay, all the trees that we planted before, they would appear to be ready. So we should have no shortage on wood, thankfully. All right, so this is what we want to get. We want to get the deluxe barn. Okay, deluxe coop does not show up, so I would assume we already have that. But we need the deluxe barn. Let me just check and make sure there's nothing that we can sell. Let me see. Is there anything here that we could sell to Pierre's for a quick dollar, perhaps? We really just need to get to 25K. I'm actually going to go check our farm really quick. I feel like there could be something. I would like to start this process as soon as possible. You know, get our coop upgraded. And then kind of go from there. Alright, probably if I was going to sell something, it would probably be... Well, Pierre will only buy certain things, right? So... I don't know what we could ask him to buy. Maybe these fall seeds. We probably don't need them, right? Yeah, maybe these mushrooms as well. All right, time to make a pit stop to Pierre's. Oh, we have Leah. The trees look nice today, don't they? So why did you become a farmer? It's more real than living in the city to follow in Grandpa's footsteps. I wanted to connect more with nature. Oh, well, speaking of wanting to work on our relationships, I think Leah is single. There she is. We don't know anything about what she likes or doesn't like. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, we'll have to work at that a little bit. All right, so we could sell this cheese. And then we'll sell these fall seeds as well. All right. Well, that's all we needed. That gave us just enough to buy our large upgraded coop, and then we can start focusing on, I think we'll start focusing on money from there. We should probably build some mayo machines, maybe a few more cheese presses if we're going to try to make more money in this new year. We got the deluxe barn. Let's do it. There we go. Starting out year 2 on a good note. I'll start working on your barn upgrade first thing tomorrow morning. Perfect. All right. And so with that accomplished, we've taken care of that. We'll come back for those trees, of course. But to chop all of those trees is definitely going to take a while. And so I want to get this produce planted before we end the day. All right. So it would appear that we're actually going to need sprinklers as well. I would assume, right? I'm assuming the greenhouse still needs water. And so I really do like the way that this is set up. I don't really want to change it. And I don't want to take anything from it. And so let's see if we have enough materials to make more sprinklers. I hope we do. I really hope we do. Now we can make cheese presses. It looks like we're just low on hardwood, which is unfortunate. Now the mayo machines probably would be a little bit easier to invest in. We also have a lot of kegs as well that we could make. All right, let's try to stay focused here. We will try to stay focused. I think... All right, the sprinklers are what we're looking for. So it looks like the only thing holding us back are iron bars. And so let's actually make a few, because I think we're going to need a lot more than 7. And of course, we don't have a lot of iron. That is unfortunate. Looks like we'll have to be making a trip to the mines at some point. Definitely going to have to do a trip to the mines. That is for sure. Is there anything else we can make? We got gold bars. We might as well throw these copper bars in there as well. All right, we've already done this stuff, so we're good there. We'll have to keep working on acquiring more hardwood. All right, I'm just going to buy... Wow, an iridium sprinkler. I think we're just going to do these ones for now. Money well spent. Let's actually get rid of these as well. Now that the holidays are over, we can save these ingredients for the next year. All right, there we go. All right, so while those are still going, I guess we'll just come in here. So I would assume that we'll probably just build it out kind of the same way that we've done, you know, some of the other ones. I would assume something along the lines of this. And then we'll place something like that in the middle. So I'm going to repeat this process. Over the span of at least this beginning area. Well, there we go. Not too bad. And so I'm thinking this one will probably go here. And then we'll kind of just copy and paste from there. It looks like we're going to need a lot of sprinklers though. We're going to need a lot of sprinklers, but we can always grab more over time. I probably should have upgraded my hoe, which I guess I could do that. Now that we've upgraded the barn, we are a little strapped for cash. All right, let's see how we want to make this look. I'm thinking maybe we'll just throw potatoes up top here. Or maybe, well, we have a couple of things too. We have this ancient seed. I've always been curious what that was for. We also have this rare seed. It takes all season to grow. So I think I'm just going to put the rare seed maybe in this corner, you know, just to kind of get that going. And then maybe I'll throw the ancient seed right next to it. I suppose, right? So we have an ancient seed and we've got the other one as well. And so I think this is already watered. Oh, it's not. Okay. All right. Now for the rest of it, I think we're just going to put, maybe we'll do, I'm thinking we'll just start throwing this stuff down. Let's see. I kind of want to keep it clean, so I'm going to throw carrots there, and then down here I think we're going to throw cauliflower. There we go. So we got cauliflower working there. Up top, I think we'll do potatoes. And I guess we'll just use this space as well. Might as well, right? All right. We got potatoes. I just realized I probably should have used this for non-spring seeds since we have space outside. Well, it's okay. I guess it doesn't really matter. We can always just throw all these turnips or these parsnips outside. All right, so these are kale. So we got a whole section of those. All right. I guess the rest of it we'll throw some pumpkins together. I'm gonna throw these sprinklers. Actually, let's grab some sanitizer, some fertilizer as well. We'll just get a few decent amount. Should be a good start. And then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah, I was going to say, well, maybe I should wait till the next day, but I mean, we're right here. We might as well at least throw down some of these pumpkins. All right, I'm just going to go to bed. Unfortunately, there just isn't enough time in the day. But that is all right. We can try again. Try again in the morning. All right, clear and sunny. Selling higher quality fertilizers. All right. You know, Pierre, always trying to make a dollar. All right, so it looks like our wine, our fertilizer, or our wine and our whatever the other thing is are still working. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to finish this up. So we were kind of working on something there. Let's see. I do feel like this is a little lopsided, right? Like if I were to do something like this, there's nothing here. Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, well. Well, we can always do something else, I suppose. All right, so we got something there. I think we'll throw down in this leftover space. I guess we'll throw down these pumpkins. All right. It's a good start. It is a good start. I don't know what we want it to look like, but it's always good to put at least something there, get it going. Now we've got this giant area over here, which I suppose we'll just throw our parsnips in. All right. All right, that's looking pretty good. We got the parsnips up. I probably could invest in even more items, like even more seeds, but I think for now, I think it's fine. So we'll kind of leave that how it is, and then I think we'll invest in more, you know, vegetables and things as time progresses. Now I keep saying our tree was unable to grow, and I'm so curious why that is. There we go. They still need the coral. All right. Now let's go check on our animals. See how they're doing. Definitely want to clean this area up a little bit. Oh, we made all this fencing and now it's all kind of worthless. All right, Robin is she's working on our place. And soon we'll be able to get, I think, pigs and sheep. And so that'll be cool. All right, so once we check on everybody. Yeah, once we check on everybody, we will... We'll head back up and we'll grab all that wood that we had before. All right, let me put all these seeds away too. I don't know, we're going to use all this stuff right now. And so I'm just going to hold on to a lot of it. All right, let's go collect all of that wood. Wait, where are we at on our community center? So we've got the fish tank. We need to get a ghost fish. Which I wonder, did we already get that? No, we did not. So we need a ghost fish to finish this fish tank off. And we're so close. We got the vault bundle. And then we need truffle, fiddlehead fern. And a red cabbage and a rabbit's foot. All right, we're almost there. We're definitely almost there. All right, a lot of trees here. A lot of trees. Wonder what these are for. Oh wow. Oh wow, we got fiddlehead fern. Holy moly. Who would have thought? Okay. Well, that was a surprise. All right, so now let's chop down at least a couple of these trees. I don't think I'll chop them all down right now. I suppose we'll drink a little pumpkin juice. Why not? Give us a little energy. All right. All right, so I'm going to take one of these fiddlehead ferns. We'll take it back to the farm. I guess I could probably just throw it in the community center right here. I mean, we're so close to it. And as you can see, it is coming along quite nicely. There we go. Fiddlehead fern is done. Holy moly. I had no idea for the longest time how we were going to get that one. I'm glad we finally got an answer. Now we just need a rabbit's foot and a truffle and a red cabbage. And we are good. Wow, that was actually totally worth it. We got 4 preserve jars. All right, so we got dust sprites. We've got, I think we'll do the dust sprites one because we actually need iron ore anyway. And so now we have another reason to go over there. And 50 is not too bad. We could do 50. All right. So I guess we'll turn in for the day. Day 2. All right. so our orange tree still wasn't able to grow. I feel like I see this notification just about every day. Well, I might actually get rid of this orange tree. I mean, we have the fruit cave anyway, so it's not like we even need, you know, a bunch of fruit, but... All right, we got pickled winter root. About 200 a piece, not bad. Could be better, but I mean, you know, we can't be too picky. Let me actually go in there and I guess we'll do these snow yams. I'm actually going to make a bigger chest so we could put it in here. There we go. All right. We got that. We'll throw that in there. We'll sell our pickled winter root. All right, crops getting watered over there. Let me actually check. Can we make any more mayo machines? We can make 3 cheese presses. We don't have a lot of hardwood. I think that's what's holding us back, but I could still make 3. And then we could make 5 mayo machines. Definitely worth it. Because this way we're able to make more cheese, which means we can make more money. Oh, we got another void egg. Oh, man. I feel like if I were to put that in the machine, it would still make a basic egg, you know? There we go. This is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. We want to see it stocked. Eventually, we'll have an entire row, you know, completely dedicated to making mayo. Because, you know, we're trying to make a profit here. You know, I feel like this is the best. This has been the best way to make money. You know, it's why we bought our chickens. So they can get us eggs so we can make, you know, we can make some good stuff. Anyway, we got that. We'll throw the void egg in there. I'll probably just make another void chicken. Why not, right? We'll pick up all this stuff. And then I guess after this, we'll just go to the mines. We need iron ore to make more sprinklers. And so we could definitely do that. Oh, now that we have this too, we probably don't even need to carry this milk pail around. So I'll just throw that in there. And free ourselves up one good spot, you know? All right, so meanwhile, over here we've got... I really like this setup that we have here. You know, I think there's even room for more if we wanted to add, you know, any more to this. But let me go ahead and... Okay, I don't know why it keeps doing that. All right. Now we bought this shipping bin. I mean, I think it's in a fine spot, you know. I could put another one there, but... All right. And then we'll throw this trash in here. All right, so it's Wednesday. Let's go try to see if we can complete this quest. We checked on our crops. We've done all that good work. I guess I'll just travel from here. Anything in the quarry? Looks like it's all... I mean, there is some... There is some iron here. I probably do need to clear that up. But I don't have any bombs, so... I don't want to waste too much time. Oh, we have a ton of bombs here. Well, I guess we'll go and do it. Nothing more satisfying than demolition of a bunch of rocks. All right, so it's Penny's handwriting. I want to get everyone something they love. Oh, so this is... Mr. Molnar, Granny Molnar. Parsnip, glazed yams, no beer. All right, we have a little bit of iron, but obviously we could do so much better than that. Let us go hunt down a little more. There we go. Off to a solid start. Oh, there's no iron here. There's no iron. There's no dust sprites. probably should have checked our luck meter, but that's okay. There we go. All right, hopefully we get lucky on some of these other floors. Nothing here either. Okay, there we go. There we go. Starting to think luck wasn't on our side. There we are. Oh wow, this one was a huge get. Huge. There's a dozen in here. All right, let's see what we're at. We got 18. All right, that's not too bad. Not too bad. If we get another couple floors like that, we'll be looking pretty good. I'm really starting to understand the benefit behind the bombs. I mean, just clearing out a bunch of rocks in seconds cannot be overstated. All right, so we're going to go back to... We're going to start the 40s again. Let's see if our luck changes. Some of those floors just weren't giving us anything. Even despite the one floor that we got super lucky with. We're getting some coal or some iron ore, which is nice. I think, what are we up to now? 48? If we can get at least 100, that would be amazing. Oh, there's nothing here. Well, at least we're getting a lot of stone. Definitely can't have too much of that. Alright, so we're going to try it again. There's got to be better luck than this. There we go. A decent haul there. There we go. At least we got some. It was starting to feel like we weren't gonna get any of these. There we go. There's a ton of iron ore in this one. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, so we may end up having to go back, but... Surprising I didn't see more dust sprites in there. We got just about half, or a little under half, but... I'm just going to throw this chest down here just to get rid of it for now. Alright, so all that stuff is working. We'll call it on another day here on the farm. A strange sound was heard in the night. Oh, that's interesting. I wonder what that was. I believe they said it was going to rain today. The spirits are mildly perturbed. Alright, focusing on eels. Alright, it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put one on the outside. So all these are running, but there's no way to know when they're done. Oh well. Alright, chicks are looking good. Hello. Everybody's looking good. Oh, we got another void egg. This luck is kind of insane. We got another void egg there. I gotta get rid of some of this stuff. Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back. I need to put the stuff that we got from the mines away if we're gonna have any space. But let's go do that. There we go. That clears up quite a bit of space for us. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to use the void eggs, but we will take some of these other ones. All right. So we got all those working. We'll check on our chickens or our cows now. Everybody's looking good. We got some fresh milk. Amazing. I guess I'll throw them in now, but so we got that working. Let's check down here. We'll check on this. We'll sell this stuff. I keep getting the update that it's not growing, so I'm assuming it's that tree. Yeah, okay, at least we can get it back, which is really nice. I was worried that once we chopped it, we would just lose an orange tree. All right, so there's that. There we go. All right, so it's Thursday, so nothing too special as far as I know. But we're just going to continue to work on our Dust Sprite quest. And then I think that's about it. I mean, not much else to do outside of that. Still working on what we want this beach farm to look like, but looks like everything's looking pretty good here. I could definitely always buy more crops if we wanted to, you know, really maximize things, but all right, so let's go and finish this quest. And hopefully get better luck than we got yesterday. Even though I know that the spirits were mildly perturbed. All right. Oh, I'm honestly surprised that still hit us. There we go. This is what we wanted. There we are. All right. We are booking it out of here now. feel like no matter how much time passes, the slimes will always give me trouble. From year 1 to year 2, the slimes continue to pose as our greatest adversaries. Alright, so no other frosties or fluffies in here. We still need quite a few. But we are having significantly better luck than we had yesterday as far as finding them. There we go. Alright, so I think we're going to continue on this path. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is what we wanted. I think there's a quest too that we were working on that requires us to get 500 of those, which I don't even, not even sure how that. That sort of thing would even be possible, but I feel like doing something like that would take a significant amount of time. Anyway, all right, let's go take a look at some of these other. Man, those slimes can really take a beating. All right, no staircase in sight. This is where the luck really starts to run out. Let me see if I have any more bombs. I always forget that we can craft on the fly. It's just not something I'm used to doing. But definitely does help. Oh my gosh, there was one already here. Sometimes I wonder, how do I miss these things, you know? But I understand. I'm sure this is a question you all continue to ask as well. How does he miss these things? There we go. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted to hear. All right, let's check this one out. I had something behind the community center. Oh, really? I wonder what that... Behind the community center. I don't think I've ever actually been outside behind the community center. So that's funny. All right, let's see. All right, so 6,000 gold. That is a pretty penny. And that puts us in a really solid spot to continue to advance our other goals. I think the money that we're getting now, the gold, I think we're probably going to invest that directly into the vault. And so I realized we haven't done the vault yet. I think we need like 45,000 or something. So this gets us about a third of the way there, which could be really nice. Really, really nice. So let's see. As far as this area, let's go put some of these items away. There we go. A lot of good stuff going in there. There we go. That one too. Pretty good. All right. All right, so actually just gonna throw a few. I mean, you probably could just throw them on top, right? You know, I often forget that. I find that to be such a unique little trick. All right. Now, one of the things I want to do is finish up working on our little area there. So I'm actually going to take this iron that we've worked so hard for. So we're going to turn all of this into quality sprinklers. So we'll put that away for now. Do we have any trees? I know we have the orange tree. I just want to make sure before we go over there we don't have any other trees. It looks like we're good otherwise. All right, I'm just going to hold that sapling there for now. But we will return for it. And we'll throw these in there to take to the shop at some point. And then we'll sell those items. I'm going to get rid of the glasses too. I just don't feel like holding on to the glasses. I know I could recycle them, but you know, sometimes you're just not in the mood to do all that. All right. You know, I forgot about those suits of armor that we bought. That could look really nice. All right, do we not have any more torches? I find that incredibly surprising. Oh, there we go. We got a ton. 43. All right, we're going to end the day here. Because we've more or less run out of time. All right. All right, it's going to be beautiful and sunny tomorrow. The spirits are very happy today. You don't see that very often. Thanks for helping me clear out those monsters. I'm not scared at all. But it should make the mine safer for everyone else, right? Take this blueprint. Hope it doesn't make me obsolete. A geode crusher. A geode crusher. That's pretty cool. All right. So we got that. I think we needed... We're just going to buy them all. We're just going to buy them all. Why not? I think we probably need more than 6, but, you know. And I actually kind of want to put... Oh, I love it. I love it. That looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. All right. Oh, we might actually have enough. All right, I think we will. Yeah, I think we do have enough. Because that'll get this spot, this spot. Okay. Yeah, we'll have enough. I think I'll put probably some crops that can grow all year round right here. And then the rest will be, you know, pretty much everything else. So I could probably even put coffee beans here. I think that could be good. Anyway, I brought all these candles or these torches. There we go. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. All right. And we got to clean up this area. I think that's one of my big goals in year 2 as well, is trying to figure out what exactly to do with this space. There's so much real estate and I don't really know what to do with it. So if you guys have any ideas as well, please let me know, because I mean, I know I could put fish ponds, you know. We only have about 2 right now. I just start to worry if I will get to a point where I'm overdoing the fish ponds. You know, I wish there were other like little buildings and things that you could build. So it seems like we get a void egg quite often. And so since we already have one, I'm going to test and see what a void egg would make. What kind of mayo, you know, if it's like, you know, I don't even know what we would get from that. All right, so we got that. We got another dino egg as well. Dino eggs, I mean, look at this. I mean, we got dinosaur eggs left and right now. It's amazing. We got 2 void eggs, so I'm going to use this other one. I guess I'll keep the more valuable one, and we'll just use this as like kind of a beta tester. All right, so we got... All right, any others? I think that's it. All right, so we got a bunch of mayo working. Good quality, high quality mayo in the works. You love to see it. We'll throw all this stuff away. We got some duck mayo, a bunch of other stuff. I guess I'll hold on to the honey for now. There we go. All right. We're looking good. Now it's Friday. So let's go check out the shop and see if our resident traveling merchant has anything good for us. I really hope she does. We're still missing a couple key items that I wonder if we'll only get from her. All right, let us follow thy rules. Those are the rules. Okay. We've got crystal floor, green beans, hike. We got juice, eggplant seeds, tuna, blueberries. Yeah, unfortunately nothing. Unfortunately nothing that we can really do anything with, like, at all. That's unfortunate. All right. Well, all hope is not lost. We shall return. She'll be back on Sunday anyway, so hopefully we get lucky there. All right, let me actually put some of this stuff, these seashells and things away. All right. All right. So we got about 25,000 gold. Now we probably could go back and chop those trees that we left behind. Collect that wood. In terms of anything else, we're still looking for a ghost fish. We need a truffle and a red cabbage. It makes me wonder too if we should invest in more crops, maybe grabbing more potatoes or, you know, whatever the high yield crop is of this season. I feel like it's got to be potatoes, right? As like the most profitable crop, maybe cauliflower even. I think could be a thing that could be a pretty nice net profit. There we go. So these trees don't seem to give us anything different. Just regular trees. All right. I'll probably end up coming back to finish the rest of them later, but that is a really good investment that I'm glad we made in the winter. You know, taking advantage of all those seeds and all the tree fertilizer that we had and just making a bunch of wood. And so that's definitely something I'm going to go into this new season doing. I may even start that as early as fall. Plant the trees and then reap the benefits, you know? But we'll see. While we're here, let's just make a few more. We'll make a little more of this. Because why not? I think the only thing that I can think of that would, you know, take up more space is if we had, you know, maybe, you know, one or two, you know, potential sheds, two more sheds here. Maybe a couple of, I don't know what you call it, a couple of those ponds, you know, maybe 3 ponds here, and then maybe 2 more sheds here. I don't know. The sheds are the only thing that I can think of to kind of take up space. And then over here, the only thing that I could think of would be to put some houses, maybe have a, you know, maybe have a bunch of houses over here. You know, it's the only thing I can think of. I have no idea what that is. I don't even remember putting that there. Interesting. I 100% don't remember putting this here. What is this? What the heck? All right. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Okay, so yeah, we're still working on this. We'll go down in this area. I think it's going to come all the way down here, and the bridge will kind of, the boardwalk will kind of end maybe right here. So I got to continue to work on that, as well as some of these other areas as well. We probably should put some more of these braziers around too, just kind of lighting up some of these other, you know, lesser visited areas. I don't know. I think maybe a kind of like a beachside complex I think could be good. I think I kind of got the idea from these houses right here, but I think, you know, even putting, you know, maybe rows of 2, these little housing units, maybe, you know, coming all the way up here could be really nice. I know that's just a, you know, a general idea, but all right. So we got that. And I mean, I suppose that kind of ends the day. I know it's early. It's only 8 o'clock, but you know, I don't really know what else I could do right now, or more so what else I'd have time for. You know, because I could go to the mines, but I feel like we'd run out of time pretty quickly. As well as the fact that the other stores are closed. Yeah, we'll end the day. And then we'll go into the next day, into Saturday, and we'll actually invest in like relationship building. So let's see. I'm going to grab some of the best items that we have. Let's see. What do they say? Craving a fresh apricot. We might have something like that. All right. The tappers are coming in nice for us. It's a beautiful thing. Helping us to expand our reach. All right. So we got this stuff as well. We'll throw this nautilus shell in there. I guess we'll throw the squid in there too. Everyone's looking good. I'm just gonna let the auto grabber continue to build up stock before I go back and do more. The mayo has come in, and looks like we got a rare mayo. Void mayonnaise. And another dinosaur egg. Wow, they just produce dinosaur eggs left and right. A rare mayo or void mayo worth 330. Not as much as the duck mayo, but that's still pretty nice. Not bad. Not bad. I could put some more eggs in there, but I think I'll throw these ones in, and we'll just build up our egg stock really quick before I start investing more eggs. All right, so there we go. All right, let's see. What would anybody want? I'm going to bring some of these gems, you know, because you never know. Do we have any flowers as well? Was it daffodils that people like? I don't know if it's daffodils. We do have an apricot for Emily. If we happen to run into her. Outside of that, we don't really have a lot of flowers or anything. We got this, whatever, summer spangle. I guess I'll bring it along. Not sure who it would be for. Actually, I'm going to bring this. I'm going to bring all this stuff. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have any flowers. That is not great. But that's okay. We're going to head over and see if we can do a little gift giving. We should probably also check if it's anyone's birthday. That's something I don't really look at too often. That I know I probably should. We got Lewis's birthday coming up. Whatever this is. 3 stars. Egg Festival. Okay. Oh, I forgot we got a little prize ticket for helping out with that quest. That one actually wasn't too bad. Okay, we got another tree. Nice. So we have a pomegranate and an orange sapling back at the farm. So we'll have to see what we can do about acquiring all the trees at some point. All right, no one in there. Maybe we'll just head to Emily's house and see if we can gift her the item. All right, no one's here. Oh, there's Penny. Okay. All right, the list is coming together. Sebastian. I didn't hear you. I'm busy thinking about something. Okay. All right, no problem. Honestly, I just need to make it more of a habit to go chat with people. You know, just go have normal conversations with folks and enjoy their company. And also allow them to enjoy mine, you know? I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think we're delightful, you know? The people of Pelican Town should be lucky, you know, that we are who and how we are. Ironically enough, it's not that easy to find people. I really wish there was like something to fix that. I'm sure there probably is like a mod or something for that, but very interesting. Interesting that we can't find a single soul in this place. I wonder if there's anything we can give to Linus. Maybe we'll give him this flower? I don't know. Maybe we'll give him a lobster? Yeah, I don't see why not. You know? Linus seems like the type that would enjoy a good meal, you know? And I think he deserves it. So I feel like that's a good gift. I don't know if that's, you know, not really on his list of liked gifts or loved gifts even, but it'll do. Is there anybody at the park? Just, you got Haley. I'm feeling an urge to go shopping. All right. You know, it makes you wonder, why does Haley live in this town when clearly she seems more accustomed to, you know, big city life? You know, there are folks here who definitely seem like this is, you know, like they're right in their element, you know, and then there's others that, like Haley, that you're just like, why, how did you end up here? And why do you choose to stay? I think is the real question. Because I doubt there's a mall within any sort of distance to Pelican Town. All right, so wow, if we sold these 6 diamonds, we would get 6,000 gold, which is actually insane. Now, as we're trying to get, you know, we're trying to get close to finishing. We're trying to finish the vault. So we need 10, 15. Yeah, this is expensive. This is the most expensive one. 25,000. Goodness. 25,000. So 30, 40. So about a little over 40,000. And I mean, we're right there. I want to get a pig though, but unfortunately, I think, yeah, what probably would be best for us to actually finish the vault. And then we can kind of go from there. Oh, look at all this. Perfect timing. We talked about needing money. And grape wine will most certainly help us do that. Let's see, what do we get? 3,000. It's really not that great. You know, it's not that great, but you know, it'll do. It'll do. It'll do. There we go. So we got that working. I guess we'll throw the grape wine in there. We'll sell some of this other stuff. I'm gonna sell just a few of these items, the ones that are really worth it. We had quite a few diamonds, so it made sense to kind of take a little bit out of there. Or is there anything else that would make us some money? I just want to make sure we're able to... I just want to be able to upgrade our area. But it doesn't feel like we're holding on to anything that's like worth that much. I probably could get rid of this holly, honestly. Maybe even the purple mushrooms as well. I'll hold on to one. We got Cronus, we got cranberries. I think I'm going to sell these cranberries because we made cranberry jelly, we've made cranberry wine, and neither of those really produce that much. At least not enough to make it feel like it's worth it, you know? So we're going to get rid of that stuff too. And we got the spice berries as well. The amaranth, I think we'll hold on to. I don't remember. I think amaranth wine was actually pretty decent. Let me see. Did we throw in any cheese? I don't think we did. I think we were holding off, right? Oh, but we do have stuff here. Yeah, we might want to pick this stuff up. All right. So parsnips, you know, parsnips don't really give us that much money. But every time I plant them, you know, I am filled with a bit of nostalgia thinking back to Thinking back to all the early starts to my experience on the farm, and really all of the parsnips that we planted. We planted quite a few. We also got some carrots here. Let's see, how much are those going to give us? See, it's almost worse. It's almost worse. You know, and I always feel like at base, if the product, you know, if the produce or the forageable isn't giving us a lot off the start, I doubt that turning it into, you know, a pickled version of itself is likely going to help that case that much. You know, I think pickling items from what I've seen, and we've tested a few, you know, we've tested quite a few. I've pretty much tried to pickle everything. I do feel like it does help. You know, we would get more from it, but I don't know if it's worth taking up a preserve jar, you know, for something that may give us, you know, 50 more gold, which in many cases we most certainly have seen. And so I think that's really the concern. Let me go ahead and plant these trees. We grabbed a couple trees, or we got one. Let's see, we got bean starters. Yeah, we got bean starters. We got Cronus. Where was the tree? The sapling. There we go. So we got the trees. I guess we'll just throw them. Now, apparently I saw a comment on one of our old videos. Well, not old, but older. You know, talking about we could plant these like on the corner, which I thought was insane. That's actually crazy. And I was also told that like a space between them. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I was told a space between them should be good, but you know, just for safekeeping, we're going to throw a second space in there. All right. And that kind of puts us at pretty much the end of Saturday here. I mean, obviously we could take, you know, a few more hours and work on a few more things, but I want to see if we'll get enough money for what we need, which is finishing the, there we go, 22,000. That should be enough. That should be enough. Should be more than enough, in fact. We have 53,000 gold. That is more gold than I think that's more gold than I think we've ever had at one time, I should say. Now, granted, it's not going to last long, as we're going to end up throwing it all into a vault for whatever reason. But the money that we get from these pickled snow yams definitely should help. 3,500, you know, not terrible. Not terrible. I feel like in the end though, you know, maybe I may try a couple carrots. I may try these carrots just to see. We'll try 2. And then the rest of it we'll do winter root. All right. So we got that. Looking good there. Look at our evil chicken guarding the rest of the coop. A new baby lizard hatched. Let's see. And we'll stop here. Shechi? I don't like that. And we'll stop here. Tutures. I guess we'll name it Tutu. That seems like a fun name. All right. And I think we'll make another void. I think we'll make another void chicken. Why not? All right. We'll throw some of these other ones in there as well. There we go. The rest can go in our reserve jar. Now let's go check on our lakeside views here. Got this stuff. So we're good there. I really like this system that we have set up here. You know, any trash we collect goes right into those trash bins, which then gets turned into, you know, it doesn't seem to get turned into anything too crazy, but, you know, definitely something better than the trash we were given. I consider that a win for sure. All right, so we'll throw some of these things away. All right, the broken glasses that I keep forgetting we even have. We'll throw in there. All right. Now let us go visit our local neighborhood traveling merchant, and then we will finally make our way to what it's all been about. And I would say, honestly, finishing the vault quest, while expensive, does sound like a pretty great way to end the first week of year 2. So I am happy about that, even though my wallet will be very unhappy. Let's see. Clams costing 1,000 is actually crazy because we find clams left and right. So that seems incredibly overpriced. We got some duck eggs. We got, yeah, nothing too crazy here. Nothing too crazy. And the prices actually seem more than what, you know, I mean, if I was getting 600 gold per duck egg, I mean, that would be really nice. I think the most duck mayo gives us is, you know, 450, something like that. Nothing too wild. All right. So we checked her out on Friday. We checked her out on Sunday. She didn't have anything really that substantial to sell. And so I think now we'll go to, actually, we're going to go to the community center. We're going to go to the community center. Do we have any, do you have anything that we could turn in? We got some frozen geodes. Nothing too crazy there. We got one regular geode. Yeah, nothing too crazy. All right, here we are. It's time to finish it. Now, luckily for us, this one's actually one of the easier ones to do because you just have to have money. So not too bad. We got a lightning rod. Chocolate cake. That's cool. Quality fertilizer. That's not bad. And the most expensive and also equally most painful one, 25,000. I mean, that one hurts. A crystallarium. Insert a gem of your choice and it will grow copies. That's pretty cool. There we go. Another one done. So many bundles. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There it is. Holy moly. All right, so now we have this bottom, the kind of coal mine area done. I'm assuming this is like some kind of space heater. We now have what looks to be an office space fit with a beautiful looking vault. I'm hopeful when I'm curious what it's going to turn into. This area here, the bulletin, when we finish this, you know, we just got to get a truffle and a red cabbage and a rabbit's foot. So I'm assuming we need rabbits and maybe pigs for truffle, maybe. And red cabbage, no idea how we'd get that. However, we're close to this one. We just need a ghost fish and the fish tank will be done. I mean, when you think about it, we are so incredibly close to finishing this bundle. We just need a ghost fish. And then the fish tank is done. And then the bulletin obviously being the biggest, you know, obstacle in our path. But still not bad. The pantry's looking good. The kitchen's looking good. You know, all really good stuff. Even this arts and crafts room looks incredible. I gotta say, I'm proud of this. I'm proud of what we've done here. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. I wasn't expecting to finish the vault. I honestly, I think we had a streak of good luck with our mayo and our cheese and some of the other things that we sold as well. I think, you know, got us the money we needed actually pretty quick, which is great. And so I forgot what the prize was for doing this. I don't even think it's going to show up. But there was like some sort of prize that we could get. I think it was like something with a bus. It was like the bus stop or something. And so I guess we'll go. I don't know if that's something we have to like in the day to get. I feel like they've all of the upgrades have happened when we've gone to sleep. And so we checked with the shops. I mean, if there's nothing else that we need to do here today, then I think perhaps we might actually just end it early. And then let me just check on our greenhouse here, see if there's anything that's ready. All right, so it's all looking pretty tame in there, which is great. All right, the rest of this area also looking spectacular. I think I'm just gonna put some houses here. I really do. I think we're gonna cut down. You know, I think maybe we'll cut down these trees in this section, and we'll do this kind of like diagonal thing with some houses. I think that could look really good. Obviously, before we can even test that, what that would look like, we'll obviously have to, you know, cut down some trees. You know, for me, I just want to fill the space. I wonder if these would stop us too. Probably. So yeah, I'm thinking from here, and then you start having a couple houses, you know, kind of go up from there. I think for this tapper, I think we're actually going to move this, just because I don't know how it's going to look. Honestly, I don't even know if Robin is going to be able to do it, but we'll see. I think of all the things with this farm, I think it's just the amount of space that I think you have that almost feels unusable once you build everything. I mean, you're still looking at a lot of real estate that's just open. All right, so Robin, unfortunately, is done for the day. which is all good and gravy, I suppose. But I think that at least gives you a general idea of, what I'm looking to do with this space. And hopefully by the time we start the next episode, going into week 2 of spring year 2, hopefully you'll see a whole, like at least a row. I'm thinking maybe what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4, maybe a house here, and then, 3 houses going diagonally there. I don't know. I think it could look nice. We'll have to see, I'm going to fill up this space too, I think, with some of this wood that we have. So this space will be filled. So I think there's going to be a house here, one right behind it, and then kind of going up diagonally from there. That's the plan, at least. I don't know if they're going to look the same as this house. This house kind of fits the theme of this area. I like to think that you'd have to go ways to get to the other houses. Based on scale, they look closer, but maybe they're not. Anyway, once we do that, I think these amount of trees here actually won't look too bad. I may actually end up cutting down all these trees in an attempt to kind of make our own forest in a way. So I think maybe 3, maybe 7 or 8 rows of 3 trees, and maybe split them up. So 3 pine trees, 3 oak trees, 3 maple trees, and then do it all over again, all filled with tappers, and then just kind of going down the line here. I think that could look really good. Almost like a forest in a way. Maybe we'll even gate it off a little bit too. Houses will be here. And then, I don't know, I think we'll have a path going down from our house into this area. The path is going to be created, I think the path is going to be created by fish ponds. So we'll have maybe 3 or 4 fish ponds going all the way down, and then 2 going here with the path going in the middle, and then maybe 2 more if that fits. Maybe we'll do 2 down, and then once you get here, we'll do 2 across. They'll be like right next to each other. And then from there, the path will kind of continue and connect here to the split between our 2 farmhouses. That's the plan, at least. We'll see how that kind of plays out, but that's kind of how I'm imagining, splitting the space up. I'm hopeful though. I'm hopeful. I think it's going to be good. That's going to be a good look once it's all done. Okay. There we have it. One step closer to a completed community center. And we also have ourselves level 10 foraging. We have lumberjack. All trees have a chance to drop hardwood, or syrups are worth 25% more. I think this is a pretty easy bet. I think trees having a chance to drop hardwood is insane, especially given the fact of how rare hardwood seems to be. And so that's actually really good. I think that's going to encourage us to continue to plant more trees so that we can hopefully get hardwood off of that too. And so that's kind of the plan. Anyway, that is all I have for today's episode. We are now in week 2 of Stardew Valley year 2 here on the beach farm. I've got some big agricultural plans, some big construction plans that are right around the corner with the houses that we talked about building up, and the forest right in the middle that divides kind of what I'm hoping to be more of like a botanical garden leading into the sheds and things like that. I have some big plans for this farm. I finally think I know what we want to do with this space, and it's just going to be a matter of actually doing it and building it. Luckily for us, houses aren't too expensive to build, and so kind of creating this like beachside community, I think is going to look really good. And on top of that, we'll just continue to work on our farm, continue to do all the things, and we'll see hopefully in the next episode where exactly this bus takes us. That is something I'm very excited to see. I'm glad we got that one done. We got a few other items that we're chasing as well in the community center. The red cabbage, the rabbit's foot. Hopefully those are items that we will hopefully find at some point in the future. But either way, I'm just excited you guys are here along with me for the journey. As always, guys, if you enjoy the content, drop a like on this video. It's a great free way to help out and support the channel. Comment down below what your thoughts are of the things that we accomplished in year 2, week 1. And of course, if you enjoy cozy commentary or your viewing pleasure, you are already in the right place. Hit that sub button. We'd love to have you. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.